I'm sure you've seen plenty of websites and videos claiming that they can give you free lunar cosmetics, or some of the ones that tell you to download a different client for free capes. Well, what if I told you that I found a way to get any cape you want in Lunar Client for free? Quick disclaimer before I start though, sadly this method only shows your Lunar Client cape client side, meaning that others won't be able to see your fancy new cape. So this is more of just a way to try on lunar capes that you might want to buy in the future, or if you just want a nice looking cape for yourself. Also, this method requires you to already own a Lunar Client cape of your own, because all I'm really doing in this video is changing the texture of that cape. But without further ado, let's get started. Because this process is a bit complicated, I made a little piece of software that has a GUI that can change the cape for you, and I'm going to show you how to use it in a second. But if you prefer a more hands-on approach to this method where I show you how to do it yourself, you can skip to the time shown on screen. So, the software I created, the Lunar Cosmetics Garage, is a pretty simple one. Once you start the process, it will show a simple GUI that looks like this. First, you pick out the cape that you want to get, and if you know the name of that cape, you can simply type it into this text box here and click Submit. But, if you would like to pick from Lunar Client's entire selection, you can click the Open Lunar Capes folder button and browse the Lunar Client's various capes. Once you find the one you like, you can simply copy the name and paste it into this field and then click Submit. Of course, if you want to get creative and create your own cape, you can copy one of the capes from the Lunar Client Cosmetics folder and edit it. Then, once you're done making your own custom cape, you can click the Pick Desired Cape File Location button and then select your cape. So, now you've chosen the cape that you want, but how do you apply that cape to Lunar Client? First, you have to launch a Lunar Client and figure out the name of your cape. This can also be done by opening the Lunar Client Cosmetics folder and looking for your cape there. Once you have the name of your cape, simply type it into the field here and click Submit. Now, for the fun part. Injecting your cape into Lunar Client. All you have to do is click the Inject button and then launch Lunar Client. Of course, if your Lunar Client is already open, close it and launch it again. Boom! Now you can have any cape that you want. Alright, so this section is for people who want to know how the application works. And if you don't want to know that, then of course you can always skip to the end of the video. But, I'm going to show you basically how I thought of this and how it works. And to start this off, you need to go to the Lunar Client Cosmetics folder. This can be done by opening File Explorer, going to this PC, local disk, and then users, your username, mine's video, Lunar Client, and then going to textures, assets, Lunar Cosmetics, and then going to cloaks. And as you can see here, these are all the cloaks in Lunar Clients. And so, basically, what I found out is if I find my cape, which is somewhere around here. So my cape's right here. As you can see, it's the demon image, because that's what I changed it to in the software. But basically what I found out is that when you, you can change things that are here, and it'll change what it looks like in the client. But the problem is, if you say delete something here, or change it, when you launch Lunar Clients, it will of course default the item back to what it was before. So as you can see, I deleted it right there, and then when I launched Lunar Clients, it's reappeared right there. And that's because Lunar Client checks all the textures when it launches and edits them so that they're all normal. Now, say I change this right here, so maybe I decided I wanted this Norway one right here, and so I deleted this, copied the Norway, and then renamed it to Not Nico Blue. Now, many would think that that would work because it's simply changing the texture, and so now my cape would look like this, because it's just registering with a name. But when I launch Minecraft, of course, once Minecraft starts launching and checking everything, it changes it back to the texture it was before. So basically what I found out is that what you really have to do is you have to basically change it while Lunar Client's starting up. So if I go into Lunar Client, and I have to do this really quickly, but if I click launch 1.8, I wait until it says it's done, launching JVM, and then I can delete this, copy Norway, and rename it to be not Nico Blue. Then when I go into the clients, once it starts, so you see it's loading cosmetics, there it goes. So basically what you have to do is you have to be really, really fast, and you have to change the texture while Lunar client is starting. After it's done its updates, but before the actual Minecraft clients loads. And this is easier if you're on a laggier computer, but at the same time it's still pretty hard to do. Of course, that's why I made the software. And this doesn't only work with cloaks, it also works with other things like, say for instance, wings. Wings are another one where it just has all the textures in one folder. And so say I had the black and yellow wings, then I could copy over any texture while it's starting, and of course it would change the color of my wings. And of course, if you're trying to do an animated cloak, then you're going to have an animated cloak to start with. And then not only are you going to have to copy over the texture from the cloak, which should look something like this for the animations. As you can see, these are all the animations. You'll also have to copy over the MC meta properties, and that'll allow it to know how to animate it. And so you can pretty much do this with any different type of cosmetic in Lunar Client, but it's slightly harder if you do it manually. But I hope you learned something from this, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. To all those that skipped to the end after watching the how to use the software part, thank you for watching this video too. I really appreciate it, and I hope my software works for you. Thank you, don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.